Hey guys, Average Picker here. So I've got a little doggy play date coming up, but I think I've got enough time to pick a lock here. So we got a challenge lock. This one is put together by Bearsback. I think it's number 17, and it was sent to me from Squint. So we're gonna see if we can't get a pick on it. We're gonna use the glide, just because I mentioned in the video the other day that I kind of use these a lot more off camera, I guess. Oops. I think that's the text message I've been waiting for, so this might get delayed. Okay, back from the dog walk now. So yeah, I don't even remember what I was saying. Bearsback, number 17 challenge lock, I believe. We'll see if we can't get a pick on it here. So I'd say Bearsback is just an awesome member of the picking community. We're pretty lucky to have them. Okay, so the back of the lock we've nudged into a little bit of a false. This is not the ideal pick, but seems to be working. A little bit more false. Oh, we're counter rotated after I think it was 2. Back and check the back again. Just working our way back up, checking the pins. I don't think we've done 1. A little bit of trouble on 1. Let's see. Let's go back to the back again and work our way back up. Oh, okay, so we got a deep false set going on. And nudged number 1. Oh, so we nudged number 1 and it fell open, but I see now why I had a little bit of trouble grabbing 1. I don't know if you can see it in there. We'll see it when we gut it. He's got a little ball bearing in there, it looks like. Oh, let's leave that in frame, I guess, right? Oh, we do have a key. Yeah, Bearsback 17. Oh, look at the one really deep guy in there. And number 1 is pretty much 0 bitted out. Didn't feel like that high of a lift on it, but maybe between the pin and the ball bearing. Interesting. And let's adjust the camera a little bit so you can see what's happening here a little bit better. Yeah, I'm not a fan of ranking or saying who I like more, don't like more, who's better or whatever. I'm not a big fan of that. But I will say, if I had to list who some of my favorite members of the community are, Bearsback, he would be up there, man. He's just a great, genuine guy. Oh, yeah, I've got to turn that way. Yeah, there we go. Whew. And I think it's safe to say that without anyone disagreeing. Let's see what we got in 5. It's a standard. These look like they may all be standard. Standard. Kind of wondering. Oh. So 1 came out with that ball bearing. I'm kind of wondering now, though, looking in the chambers, I wonder if it was 2 that I kind of touched on a little bit. Pretty sure it was 1 that I finished on. And a spool in very much a spool as a key pin for the second chamber. It's unusual. It is very spool. One without the tweezers on it looks much more impressive. Serrated with kind of a T-pin element on it. Two is standard. And I almost wonder, it's a regular driver pin. Okay, need some better tweezers. Very serrated element in 3. Oh, another large serrated with just a tad of a T-pin element in it. And that came out of 5. That's what I thought. So we might have a pin stuck in there. Yep, we do. Looks like 4. That's a little bit stuck. I'll give him a nudge. He's not wanting to come off springs. And 4 is really in there. Spring does not really want to compress anymore on it, and it doesn't seem like it wants to decompress either. Tell you what, for the sake of time, I'm going to cut the camera. See if I can't get 4 out, and then we will start with the camera flipped around and taking a look at the pins. Okay, so we did get 4 out after a little bit of finagling around. You can see I don't think we've got any mods to the core. Yeah, no. And I don't think we've got anything going on upstairs. This guy looks like he's been around the block a few times. But yeah, let's take a look at the pins here. So you can see we've pretty much got standards as drivers, but we've got a very much a spool, or not as drivers, sorry, as key pins, but very much a spool for a key pin on 2. Key ride, I didn't check to see how well the key rides up and down on that. I should have done that. And then you can see 1 here, we had this little ball bearing and a wafer in there. And then up top, driver 1. So yeah, when I pulled this guy out, I had him quite gripped, and it didn't look all that impressive. But you can see a really nice pin there, man. Standard in 2. We've got this serrated guy in 3. Looks like these may have been cut down or cut off from something. So we've got that little tip there. It's usually a sure sign they came off of something larger. Oh, look at that. That's a nice little spool with he's kind of like, almost got this little barrel taper to him. Very cool spool. And here's our number 5 driver. Just some nice big serrations there. Should we see how they line up? Let's sake of time, again, I'll cut and we'll line them up in here and see what they look like. So 2 is just a standard, but he's not going to balance in there super well. I guess he'll do all right, but it's going to be the most precarious. You've got a good amount of a lot of those down in there. And we've at least got, we got the wide part of that guy sitting on the shear line. Our spool's done in there very deeply. This guy sits in there real nice. Pull him out as a reminder of which one he was. He's right down in there how you want him to go. And our number 1, yeah, 2 doesn't want to balance in there too well. Do have that little, and that's what I feel like. That's what I just barely tipped out of there. But it's weird. I don't feel like I did that big of a lift on 1. I feel like I lifted this much. It was definitely one that we finished on. I was way too up way too far in the front of the lock. It would have been 2. So yeah, there we go. There's Bearsback 17. And hey man, I know we don't talk a whole lot, but awesome, man. Just awesome. It's always fun to see one of your locks come through here too. And big thanks to Squint for putting that package together that this came out of. So, all right, guys, I will talk to you later.